What's up guys, Houndish here, and today we're jumping in with the weekly reset breakdown for Destiny 2, and this will kick off on Tuesday the 8th of March at the normal reset time. And of course we'll be going into the second weekly refresh for Witch Queen and Season of the Risen, so there'll be plenty to check out in game, and in the video we'll cover all of the renewed Pinnacle drops for the week, a new content rotation for the Throne World, and our weekly Risen quest. But also we have new challenges for the week, and unique rewards including all of the Eververse inventory. Plus we'll cover Nightfall's playlists and more in the video. So as always, I hope you guys find this one useful. And starting out for the reset, the weekly bonus for this week will be for Nightfall loot. And so we'll get additional Nightfall rewards all week long, which is pretty awesome. And the featured strike will be the Lightblade, of course one of the new strikes for Witch Queen. So it's going to be a good week to jump in and farm. Then additionally for playlist stuff, Team Scorched returns to the Crucible. And on top of this, with Raid Weekend out of the way, Trials of Osiris will return for the first time in the season on Friday this week. So let us know if you'll be jumping into that. But next for the weekly reset, we have the new Throne World content. So initially, as always, we'll see a reset on Throne World Pinnacle drops. That'll include Wellspring on higher difficulties and the Vox Obscura weekly Pinnacle. Plus, we'll probably get more powerful drops and story from the Altar of Reflection missions for the week. Then on the open world, we'll find another 2 moths on the destination that we can return to Finch, plus a new weekly featured campaign mission. On top of this though, a new weekly preservation mission has unlocked since the completion of the raid, and this one is going to reset on a weekly basis with a Pinnacle drop. Then of course, completing Vow of Disciple drops Pinnacle gear and all of the raid rewards within, which of course will also reset for the week. Moving on to the Helm though, of course, we'll have the Helm Pinnacle for defeating champions in PsyOps. And on Tuesday, we're going to get the week 3 steps for the Operation Elbrus quest. So initially, we'll go and speak to Saladin, and the step following this is defeat the Light Hoarder, and we need to enter a PsyOps battleground and eliminate a Light Hoarder. And it also says intel suggests that destroying Lucent beacons will be crucial to your victory, so that one will be done in the PsyOps battleground playlist. Then once again, we'll have to gain psychogenic intel to learn more about the Lucent Hive's plans. Bear in mind, just like last week, if you've got a full stack of 2000, no more will drop for that quest step, so hey, I may as well go ahead and delete those right now. But once we have the intel, we need to run a battleground again, secure the Hive Lieutenant, and decode the runic chest before returning to Saladin in the Helm. And we'll see what dialogue and story he has for us this week. And of course, we also get the challenges for week 3. So the first one is to complete Operation Elbrus week 3, but also to decode an additional 3 runic chests. That one drops the insight for the week to level up the war table, as well as Challenger XP, and then we have Challenge of the Disciple to complete a weekly mission from the Witch Queen on hero difficulty or higher. Then there's Weapon Shape 2 to extract a resonant element from a deep sight resonant weapon. Then the patrol objective is EDZ Patrol to earn progress by completing bounties, patrols, public events, and lost sectors. Then we have Power Broker, I believe, to earn power level 1550, and long range calibration to calibrate long range weapons including pulse rifles, bows, and trace rifles in the EDZ. And then the final few challenges are Primeval Entourage to defeat Taken in Gambit with bonus progress for tougher combatants, another to defeat Guardians in Team Scorched, and then we have the Ultimate Champion to defeat champions in any Nightfall strike on hero difficulty or higher. Plus, there's a classified challenge right there, which could be linked to completing things like the Preservation mission or potentially Seasonal Story or another secret, so I'll keep you posted if that turns out to be anything interesting. Another worthwhile mention right here, but we are going to get an update to Destiny 2 this week, and Bungie are targeting Thursday for the patch, where the current plan is to increase drop rates of deep sight weapons inside of Wellspring activities. And so if you're trying to unlock Tarnation and Come to Pass in order to progress towards the Exotic Glaive quest, it's going to make those much easier. And of course, separately, the Exotic Glaive quest is now available if you've cleared the Vanguard evidence board and all of the relevant reports. So for any folks who want to wait until those drops are a bit easier, after Thursday it'll definitely improve. And the other thing that they're buffing are Ascendant alloy drop rates, and they'll possibly fix the one on Cryptarch as well. However, another mention is that we were anticipating the potential requirement for Ascendant alloy when crafting the Exotic Glaive. However, the initial craft doesn't actually require any Ascendant alloys, so if you're saving them for that process, you can go ahead and spend them on other things if you want to. And despite the poor drop rates for Ascendant alloy, at least at the moment there are only a couple of uses, either the Catalyst for Osteostriga, using them to apply enhanced traits. But nonetheless, I'll keep you posted when we get the update on Thursday with all of the relevant changes. And of course, real quick before we talk about the Eververse store, we can get Pinnacle gear from Dares of Eternity, doing the 250k bounty. as well as the Grasp of Avarice. And with that covered, let's talk about the Eververse store for the week. So initially, we have the Trackbound shell, cool exotic ghost shell there for 2850 Bright Dust. There's also the Maximal Malari legendary emote, that one from Season of the Risen, which can be picked up for 700 Bright Dust this week. And then the Transmat effect is the Heartbreaking entrance, which is available for 450 Bright Dust. And we also have a new shader for the season. This is Time Honored, and as always, that can be picked up for 300 Bright Dust. Next though, we have the Dawn of Invention exotic emote. That one's 3250 Bright Dust. We also see the Scary Feet legendary emote, which will be 700 Bright Dust. And for more of the featured exotics this week, firstly we have the Ghost Shell, the Fantastic Shell, which is 2850 Bright Dust. And there'll also be the Dig Site exotic Sparrow. That's a new one for the season, which is 2500 Bright Dust. The weapon ornament this week though will be the Braytech M6, which is an ornament for Forerunner. Definitely a cool looking ornament, and that's 1250 Bright Dust. And the ghost projection for the week is Memory of Bruce projection, which is 1500 Bright Dust. But we also have some featured universal ornaments for this week. These are for this season's armor set, so we'll see the chest piece for the Hunter, Titan, and Warlock available, and each of these will be 1200 Bright Dust featured this week. Finally now though, for the Legends tab and for the Vault of Glass, the challenge mode this week will be Strangers in Time, which is Gatekeeper challenge, and if you can complete that on Master difficulty, the Heathen Vengeance Time Lost will be the featured drop. Otherwise, we have the rotation of the daily featured Lost Sector. That entire rotation hasn't been figured out just yet for the season, so we can't predict exactly what it will be on Tuesday, but that information will become clearer over the next few weeks. Let's finish here with a few known issues worth bearing in mind. Bungie say they're looking at glaive mods not dropping from legendary engrams, as well as multiple season armor sets which are no longer available to equip via armor synthesis. The No Time to Explain time portal will continue to shoot at defeated enemies, and they also say titles gilded in previous seasons are displaying guild count instead of the earned title. They also say though that it's unintended for the Osteostriga catalyst shape cost to be required for subsequent reshapings of the weapon, and this can be bypassed by reapplying the catalyst during the reshape process. So that's another one to bear in mind, as well as the fact that Ascendant alloy purchase limits haven't refreshed at weekly reset for Master Raoul. So you never know, it's possible we could get some fixes for those issues in the update this week. And otherwise guys, I think that rounds up everything for the weekly reset ahead of time. So as always, I hope this one has been useful, and definitely get subscribed to the channel as we've still got quite a few Witch Queen things to cover, and I'll be keeping you posted with more content this week. So also turn on notifications if you don't want to miss out on anything. But if you've enjoyed the video today, a rating down below really does help us out. Let us know if you're diving into Destiny 2 this week. But otherwise, thanks for tuning in, and I hope you guys have an awesome day.